Today has to be one of the darkest days in wrestling. I don't really know of a time period when the WWE has looked this bleak. So many layoffs, releases, furloughs, whatever you want to call it, budget cuts. People lost their jobs. Hundreds of people lost their jobs today. This is not one of those cases where, oh, what's his name got released, he can go to AEW. This ain't the time for that. This is not the time to celebrate. This is not the time to stick it to WWE. This is not one of those times. This is very sad. So many families were affected in a negative way. And as much as I can put a positive spin, some kind of positive spin on this, I can say, hey, at least they get to spend time with their families. Hey, at least they get the vacation that I've been wanting them to get. It don't feel right. None of this feels right. And as a wrestling fan, I always come up here and I tell you guys, welcome to Alyx's World, a safe space for wrestling fans like you. My safe space is wrestling. It is a nice escape from this sometimes very, very hard world, the hardships of life. And yeah, I come up here, I complain about it probably more than I enjoy it, especially nowadays. But you know what? That is part of the escape. Me complaining is a part of that escape. I should be able to come up here and tell this wrestler, I thought your match sucked. I didn't like your match. I hate this character. I hate all of this. And you know what? They can, if they feel very sensitive about how they're performing, well, I hate that you hate my character and blah, 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 blah. We can have that back and forth. It is still a space. It is still our wrestling bubble. Our space to escape from what's happening in the real world. And now, it feels like that space is being violated. It feels like that space is no longer this safe haven for us to be fans anymore, because it feels more and more like it's political. It's becoming more of a political game.
Drake Maverick was legit about to cry, so sad, man.
We'll get to all the people released in just a second, but yeah, that's a big one right there. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to go through all the news, top to bottom, starting off with WWE deemed, or WWE being deemed an essential service by the governor of Florida, get into all that craziness, and then we'll get to the releases. Please excuse if I don't come in with a lot of energy. I usually come in happy, all the energy in the world thrown in your face. This is not the time for that. This is usually the time where I, bring it to the live chat. Hey guys, let's do some shout outs here and there. I'm just not feeling it today, guys. Let's just do the usual preliminary stuff. First time watching me, you like what I had to say, like the video, subscribe, check out all the content on my channel. Hopefully, I could at least provide a safe space for you to get away from this entire pandemic, this entire outbreak. While you're at it, help expand the brand by doing the following things. Liking me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter, VX1, Alyx's World. I have an Instagram, check that out. I have a subreddit, check that out. Donate using PayPal, Patreon, and yes, Super Chat. You saw, oh yeah, Mr. Krabs give us our first Super Chat of the day. You also have my email address, check that out. And don't forget to buy yourself a t-shirt. We got 2 places to purchase t-shirts. You can buy one at Pro Wrestling Tees, or you can buy them at Teespring. Those are the so far the only two places you can get my t-shirts. The link to Pro Wrestling Tees is down below in the description, and I think you can see the Teespring one right below.
This ISNT just because of XFL, it just can't be.
Yeah, and I think XFL is also included in my news here. It is. So we're gonna go through the whole gamut. We're gonna run everything. So let's not waste any time. Let's get right to it. You know what? I'm not gonna leave y'all out. Let's do a couple of shout outs here. Let's say hello to the following people. What's up, y'all? What's up? Thank y'all for joining me. Ultra Shout 97, Robert Jr., Richard Atkinson, Melvin Jackson, Webby, AJ Envoy, Sideways, Joseph Winters, Adam Ritter, AJ, I think I already said AJ Envoy, sorry about that, Bradley Xavier, Mr. Michael Law, Tino Builds, The Machine, Mr.
Lana might be gone too. Sasha's scaring me RN though.
Sasha's just trying to stay positive, poor girl. KDTV, Justin Long, Aaron Sherwood, Q-Dog in the House, WWE Toys, and Steve Washington. We got the whole crowd here. Now it's going real crazy. I appreciate the energy, guys. So let's go ahead and let's knock this out. Let's talk about the first piece of news here. It's not the releases, unfortunately. We're gonna save that for later. But it is crazy when you think about all the people that were let go. Some of these names, I'll admit, some of these names don't surprise me, but others will make you go, are you serious? And here's the thing about these releases. We're not done. We're not even close to being done. But let's get to some other news. This past weekend, I talked about WWE considering themselves essential business. And as much as I love wrestling, I've loved it for 20 years, will continue loving it, it's not essential. I personally feel, during this period of time, the talent should go home. You don't have to put your body on the line for me during an outbreak like this.
EC3 versus MJF or EC3 and MJF as a tag team.
You don't have to put your body on the line for us right now. We don't have to do all this fantasy booking, wondering, oh, who's gonna go to AEW, and you don't have to put yourselves out there to entertain us. Not right now. What we care about most is you being safe. Personally, I care about you being safe.
And I can feel it coming in the air tonight. Oh Lord. Well, I've been waiting for this moment for all my life. Oh Lord.
WWE always drops the ball every time. I hope EC3 and Rusev go to AEW, including everyone else. Or New Japan, because they deserve better.
Guys, unfortunately, I hate to burst your bubbles, but no one is going anywhere right now. They can't work. Yes, I know AEW is still running shows, but those shows are taped. They won't be going back to shows, I don't think, until, Double or Nothing? They're taped all the way up till Double or Nothing. I don't think AEW is looking to hire anything, or anyone. Which is why WWE let them go, because they're confident they can't go to AEW, but we'll get to that in just a second. Back to the essential stuff. I just thought to myself, there's no way in hell the government or anyone would approve WWE being essential, being woven into the fabric of society. WWE was going to be shut down. And apparently, here's the first piece of news. The government did indeed try to shut the WWE down. They actually went to WWE multiple times in the Performance Center in Florida and told them, go home. You cannot be here. It is time to shut you down. I think it was the sheriff of Orange County. You cannot be here. Go home. And WWE refused them and refused them and refused them. until, and I believe this was done either Monday or the weekend of, the governor of Florida, if I'm getting his name right, is it Ron DeSantis? DeSantis or DeSantis? Well, that's him right there. The governor of Florida announced that for some particular reason, hey, super chats can keep coming. I'm cool, man.
Can 2020 just die already?
It's already a rough year, isn't it? And we're only in what, April? We still got a full year to go. But yeah, this guy right here is the governor, Ron DeSantis, and apparently he deems the WWE essential. NFL, nope. XFL, not really. We'll get to XFL in just a second. You also got UFC. You got all these other entertainment shows. None of them are essential. None of them. But the WWE? Oh, that's essential, brother. That's essential. How is it essential? He doesn't know. He just feels like we need more content. The people need something to watch during these dark times. Because we don't have Netflix and Hulu and 40 years of the WWE on the network we can't use to entertain ourselves. No, we have to have live content, brother. And that is what bothers me the most about all of this. Because, listen, this whole WWE still putting on shows bit because they have to satisfy a certain amount of weeks on their contracts with the networks. That's the reason I'm hearing they have to do these shows. Because if they don't satisfy the number of dates on their contracts with both Universal and USA Network, I think it's Fox, Universal, and USA Network. I don't know what other companies they work for. Regardless, if they don't satisfy the number of dates on these contracts, then they can be withheld money, or they won't get paid at all. And they're scared they're going to lose money during this period of time, because that's all they have. All they have to go on right now are those network deals. They can't work in Saudi Arabia right now because the pandemic doesn't want them and can't let them work there. So they have to rely on these TV deals. And they're scared that if they don't go live, they're going to lose money. Now, is this the deal? Is this literally a part of the contract? I have no idea. It hasn't come out that it's a part of their contract, which pisses me off because I'm like, listen, if you want to go live, if you want to produce shows, because you have to, and you want to make money, as much as I don't like the idea of you taping shows right now, I would be okay, believe it or not, with them doing a full week of tapings and then going home for 3 weeks. Because let's just say it's not this anymore. It was this way. This past week, he brought all the talents in to do a full 4 weeks of taping on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday for Raw, SmackDown, and NXT. They were going to tape all their shows for the entire month of May, or April to May, this past week, or this past weekend. And then they go home for 3 weeks. I would be okay with that, because at least they get to be home for 3 weeks, like AEW. That's what AEW is doing. AEW has already taped a full, 8 weeks of content? Guess where the wrestlers are? They're home. So if WWE wanted to do that, I'd be okay with it. It still wouldn't feel the same without it.
Way is not the only ones deemed essential, by the way.
Well, you're going to have to send me a list of everyone else that's so far been deemed essential. But, yeah, it just, for me, if you want to do it that way, fine. As a fan, I'm not really into these shows going on without a crowd. I still believe you can't do this without an audience. You do not have the full experience without a crowd. It doesn't feel right. However, there are some people who will watch because they need something to get their minds off what's happening. Fine. Tape the shows, air them. Let the wrestlers go home. Work with that. At least that's taking precautions. But then we get the news that they're not taping. They're going live. They're going live. As in, the wrestlers will have to leave their homes. Once again, 300 days out of the year to be on the road. Unfortunately, it's not going to be going to different cities. It's just going to the same spot, Florida. So they get to fly in, do the show, and then do it again next week. And then next week. And then next week. And then next week. And then next week. That's Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. You are literally putting their lives in danger. You are putting their lives in danger to go live. And I'm still waiting on the network, USA Network, to come out and say, look, they have to go live. First off, I don't even know. Once again, I don't even know if it says in their contract that they have to go live. Do they have to go live? Or does Vince want it to be live? That's what really bothers me about this. Because why isn't the NFL or the NBA or any other promotion dealing with the same crap? You don't think the NBA doesn't have some kind of a, I don't know, some kind of a deal in their contracts with the networks that they have to do certain amount of games? Like, why is WWE the only thing that gets that? Like, I don't know. It just seems too much of a headache, and something doesn't fit. It doesn't fit. It doesn't seem right. But all right, sure, you have to go live. That's what your contract says. I don't like it. And then, yes, there is this deal where the wrestlers don't have to show up. They don't have to show up. You can stay home if you want to. And then this is why I don't like this, because, yeah, Vince McMahon says you can stay home and nothing will happen to you. Do you actually trust that? You do know Vince is a liar, right? Vince is a notorious liar. Vince will tell you one day nothing will happen to you, and then the next day, screw this guy. Yeah, that's Vince. He will flip on you instantly. Doesn't matter how long you work for the company. If he turned on Hulk Hogan, if he turned on Austin, if he turned on The Rock, he'll turn on you. Because he hates the fact that people can live outside the WWE. He hates the fact that people don't need WWE in their lives. That's him. So, of course, some of these wrestlers don't want to leave.
Why fire Finley? He's pivotal to the women's shock.
We'll get to all of that in just a second. So, it just really bothers me to hear that this governor, like, when you consider everyone involved here, including the one person we still don't know who got it, including that one person now who actually caught COVID-19, the one person who actually caught the virus. It's ridiculous, man.
AEW, WWE, MLW Roke It All run shows in Florida. MLW and Raw just have decided against it. And WWE still claims it's the talent's choice to show.
Every other wrestling promotion has said, no, we're not doing that to our talent because it's too dangerous. Because they know all it takes is for one wrestler to catch it, and it just all goes to hell. But this governor, he still said, you know what, we gotta have us some WWE because it's essential. You wanna know why he said it's essential? This is where I get sick to my stomach. This is where the story just really just makes me despise what's happening behind the scenes with WWE and the government. It has come to my attention that Linda McMahon, probably Vince too, but Linda McMahon has offered to pay Florida $20 million, close to $20 million, to deem the WWE essential. They literally bribed, openly openly bribed their way into being essential. Because that's what you can do, right? That's the top 1%. You got $20 million just sitting there. We promise to give you $20 million if you deem WWE essential. That's it. That's what happened. And now I hear Vince McMahon is being called into the White House by Donald Trump to be a part of this super group. Oh Lord, the Legion of Doom. This super group of executive CEOs that run entertainment to reopen the economy. It just seems so scummy. It doesn't even seem right. It doesn't feel right. Like, you're not doing this for us. You're not doing this for the talent to make sure these guys have money to bring home. You're not doing this for anybody but yourselves. You're doing this for yourselves to make you money.
What's the big deal if the wrestlers performing don't have pre-existing conditions? Also, that is a rumor, my guy.
What's a rumor? I'm not too sure what you're talking about, Francisco. But yeah, you hear all this craziness going behind closed doors of how the WWE is able to go live, and then you see, and I don't usually get political on my channel, you'll have to forgive me for using this term, but you see how the 1% operate. You see people like me, I can't go nowhere without wearing a mask. I can't even think about going to work right now. There's a corner store, like 5 minutes away from my house. I can't even go inside that store without wearing a mask. Yeah, here these wrestlers are coming in literally on top of each other. And you're telling me, you actually believe that no one is going to catch the virus. You are insane. I'm sorry, I love y'all. But you have to be crazy if you think for the next, I don't know, few months while this thing is still happening, no one's going to catch the virus. All it takes is one guy. It takes one person to catch the virus, and this whole thing becomes a circus. Because then, all right, not saying he caught it, but Miz catches it. Miz has a match with Jomo.
Bruh, this is the League of Villains, IRL.
Miz and Morrison have a match with the Usos. One of them caught the... just cough. He's breathing, he's sweating. The virus travels through droplets, and then they catch it. And then guess what? They go home with it, and then their families get infected. It's just... It's one of those things where... It's... You know that this is only gonna get worse. You're just begging for trouble here. But alright. You don't know what you just started. For all you know, apparently, if Florida is the place to have essential business now, you can have your shows there, film all your shows, so maybe UFC will start doing it. Maybe AEW will go down there. Maybe some other entertainment show will go down there and start filming. Same problems. UFC has a fight, they have people on top of each other. Alright, one of them catches the virus, now what? That's it. It's too dangerous. There's a reason why no one else is doing this right now. You have to be smarter than that. So, in the midst of all of this craziness, we can finally get to the big news everyone wants me to talk about. Thank you for the donations, by the way.
Hi, Alyx.
Thank you all for the donations. I appreciate it. Let's talk about these massive layoffs. I believe this is day one. We are not even close to being done. So, WWE made the announcement, Vince McMahon made the announcement that we're going to start seeing many wrestlers and people who work for the WWE laid off. And I think it's going to be in the hundreds. That's a lot of people. Why are they doing it? Budget cuts to save money. They're going to have to cut back on spending for the shows, funding the talent, producing, all that. It's got to be cut back on. You can't have that much money anymore. Not right now. So what's happening is a lot of these talents are being both furloughed and released. Some of them are being let go for now, but the plan is to bring them back if they want to come back. But when I look at this list, and some of these people are like, man, I feel bad for them. They just can't catch a break. And let me count here. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 30 wrestlers. Well, not wrestlers, but people, producers, talent, wrestlers have been released so far. So far. Let's just rat them off. Let's just go from top to bottom. Are we still good? Okay. Say I disconnected for a second there. We're back. We're back on track. I don't know what happened there. That was weird. We still good? I think we're all right. Sorry about that. Said I disconnected. I don't know why. Anyways, yeah. Let's just get right to it. The first one here is Rockstar Spud. Rockstar Spud, Drake Maverick. I saw the video of him reacting to his release. He was in tears. He did not want to go. He did not want to go. The guy apparently is still going to work the Cruiserweight tournament that premiered tonight. I didn't watch NXT or AEW, guys. I'm just drained from all of this. But yeah, it's sad. Those are the worst releases. Those are the ones that hurt the most. It's one thing when you hear, for instance, an EC3 being released. He did get released too. Because that one, we've been wanting to see. He's been wanting to see that. When you hear that, on a regular day, you'd be like, yeah, there you go. Awesome. He's free. Like the Revival, they're free, right? Drake Maverick didn't want to go. He did not want to go. This was his dream job. His dream job, and it got taken away from him. That sucks. This is a big one. Might be one of the biggest ones on this list. Rusev. Yeah, Rusev Day has been canceled. Oh my goodness. Now, we've been privy of Rusev and his contract negotiations for a while. He hasn't been happy with his position at all. But I was one of the many people that thought when Lana resigned, oh, okay, that means Rusev's resigning, right? Of course he's going to resign. His wife is there. Plus, who knows? He probably doesn't want to go anywhere else. Don't know what the deal is. But as time went by, we started noticing that, okay, he's not getting TV time. What's up? Is he not resigning? And then the storyline between him, Lashley, and Lana, that got stopped. And now Lashley and Lana are about to be broken up. Don't know what's going on there. And then we get this news. And it sucks because, if I'm not mistaken, didn't Rusev donate like $20,000? I might have got the numbers wrong, but I think it's around $20,000 to help pay wrestlers who are not going to be working. Like, dude, like, this guy was being generous with his money, and you still release him. What is that? What? That's just scummy. It's just scummy. It really goes to show you when the cards are down, when all the chips are down, these are the people who really don't matter. Because that's what this is. All these people, some of them tried to leave earlier, but they were told, no, you can't leave, or we're going to pay you all this money not to leave. Right? But then when the chips are down, they said, you know what? About that. Next up, Zack Ryder. Zack Ryder. This man, I dare say, he hurts the most because he did everything right. He did everything he was supposed to do. He got himself over his way. He didn't ask to get over. He created his own YouTube channel, Z True Long Island Story. And then it got picked up by WWE. And then it was never the same. It was never the same. They took away his own platform. And then they told him, you can't get over on your own. You get over when we say you can get over. He was never the same. He tried many times to work within the system, and every time he got treated like crap. So this is one of those cases where, you know what? Good. I hope he finds work somewhere. Maybe he'll get work with AEW. Maybe. But, nah. He should not go back. I hope he doesn't. If they try to call him back and he says yes, I will lose respect for him. I will lose respect for Zack Ryder, because I'm like, dude, they treated you like shit. And you still want to go back to them. Curt Hawkins. Curt Hawkins got released again. He can't catch a break. I mean, to be fair, they didn't really use him all that well. He went on this, 300-day losing streak, 300 loss streak or something like that. Ridiculous. This surprises me. Karl Anderson and Luke Gallows. The club is done. There goes AJ's boys. Anderson and Gallows, who tried to leave last year, if I'm not mistaken. They tried to leave. They requested their releases, and WWE paid them an absurd amount of money to keep them. To hoard them. To hoard them. To stop them from going to AEW or New Japan Pro Wrestling, but from leaving. But when the chips are down, they're shown how important they really are. Done. Released. Just like that. Gone. That's a damn shame. Like I said before, EC3, on any other occasion, I would be ecstatic. I would be so happy that EC3 got released. Man, I would be jumping all up over the place. I would be like, here we go. It's about to go down. EC3 is about to take over. One of the most underutilized, underappreciated talent that WWE had. Now he's free. Now, I'm pretty sure he will go work for AEW. That's for sure. But it does go to show you that
What if in kayfabe Undertaker killed the CO, not AJ?
Oh, you mean the club? I mean, that would be a little dark, but I guess that would fit in the storyline of The Undertaker. We also have one more donation coming in. You guys are killing it with the donations, by the way. Thank you for donating to the channel and expressing your opinions. I don't mind you guys coming in and saying what you want to say. It's cool with me.
And I can feel it trembling in the air tonight. Oh Lord. Well, I've been waiting for this moment for all my life. Oh Lord.
Wonder how many will WWE sign back to their company once they make their money back before the 90 days up, and how many will be AEW, Impact, etc.
Who knows,
Bound.
my man? Who knows? But yeah, it does get to a point where you just re-look at their roster and go, y'all just hoard way too many talent. It's too big. There's too many wrestlers on this roster who are just doing nothing. Who are just there. And when it comes time to make some cuts, it's going to be the ones that don't get TV time. It's bad. Even with 3 hours of Raw, 2 hours of SmackDown, and 2 hours of NXT, and then 205 Live and Superstars, you still don't have every talent being used all week. That's pretty bad. That's pretty bad. EC3, wherever he goes, he's going to kill it. You know he is, but again, you know he was released because he can't go nowhere. That's why they released him. They released EC3 because they know he can't go work for AEW right now. And he won't. He's going to be at home. So they feel comfortable letting him go, which is BS. It ain't right. It don't feel right. It's downright scummy. The term of the day is scummy. Lio Rush. Lio Rush might be one of my favorites on NXT. Well, was. And sad to hear that he got released too. It's sad to hear that a guy as talented as him on the mic inside the ring. Yes, he had attitude problems, but I think You know, it felt like he learned from his issues. He learned his lesson, and he came back better than ever. And it felt like he was on track to doing some great things for WWE and NXT.
Watch EC3 become a major player in AEW or Impact.
Probably. We're assuming that he'll go to those companies. He might surprise and go to I can't talk right now, and go to New Japan or go somewhere else or NWA or something. He might create his own company. I don't know. There's so many things you can do. We got one more super chat coming in. I'm gonna let that play.
Here's my thing about this whole thing. Why Florida? Why not go over to the west side of the states? Isn't Florida quickly growing with infections?
Well, the reason why they're going to Florida is because Florida is being run by a dumb governor and a dumb mayor who's okaying this. Literally every other state is too smart to let the WWE do their stuff right now. They're taking advantage of the stupidity of the people in charge in Florida. It's always got to be Florida. It's always got to be Florida. That's why. Period. That's the reason why. But yeah, I thought Lio Rush had his act together, but unfortunately he's going to be on this chopping block of people let go. And that's sad. But again, when things get back to normal, he will land on his feet. That one, I think, will be one of those releases they regret letting go. Honestly. Erick Young sucks. Erick Young was also released. He wasn't getting TV time. Sanity was a golden ticket to the top. They had something with Sanity. I looked at that gimmick and went, God damn. That is just awesome. Man, when they had, what was it? It was Killian Dane, Erick Young, was it Alexander Wolf, and Nikki Cross? Bro, that stable, mwah. The moment they touched the main roster, dead. Dead on arrival. Was never the same. Never the same. Why is he even still there? He should have been let go a long time ago if you were going to treat him like that. Oh, Heath Slater. Heath, baby. Heath. He had a good run. What, 10 years? Because he debuted in 2010, right? 10 years. A good 10-year run. He escaped how many release cuts? We had so many budget cuts that I felt Heath was going to be cut from. They still kept him around. But his streak is over. The streak is over. The man who got kids has been let go. I can make light of it right now because I know he'll be okay. He'll be alright. That's another one that I'm confident will land on his feet wherever he goes. Aiden English, wasted talent, was never the same since Rusev Day. The Rusev Day run was over with. I do like him though. Hopefully he finds somewhere he can be when everything gets back to normal. And then the rest of this is a list of, oh my goodness, producers. Fit Finlay. So, real quick, Fit Finlay produced, if I'm not mistaken, the women's matches. He was in charge of all the women's matches for the main roster, which have been stellar, overall stellar these past few years. He's gone. The producer of the women's matches is gone. A major player in this women's revolution run. It's not good. This is not good. That one hurt to see. Because he played such an integral part in the growth of WWE this past decade. And he's gone. He's gone. You know who's also gone? Kurt Angle. Kurt Angle. Oh my goodness. This previous run has been a disaster for Kurt. First, you have him lose to Baron Corbin. Yes, that stuff with Ronda, Triple H, and Stephanie, great. But I didn't enjoy his run as GM. I thought that was cringy. I didn't enjoy his stuff with Corbin. It was just hard to watch.
And I can feel it coming in the air tonight. Oh Lord. Well, I've been waiting for this moment for all my life.
The McMahons paid the Florida government to give them the keys to the essential media city to do their shows and whatever else they want to do.
Well, thanks for the donation, BW Rosa. Yeah, I think I already stated that, though, didn't I? Open up with that. Wasn't that one of the first topics I talked about?
McIntyre, Maul were released and became champs.
That is true. Good point, Bradley Xavier. Maybe Heath Baby will go home, get some work done in his body, and come back and be a world champ. Let's do it for his kids. We can only hope. That probably won't ever happen, but that would be nice if he actually did that. More than likely, he'll go to AEW or somewhere else to become a champ. Maybe not a world champ, but a champ. But yeah, Kurt Angle was not treated right. He was not treated fairly this past run. And of course, when the chips are down, he is one of the people to go. Vince, let it go. Let it go. The only reason why he hates Kurt is because Kurt wanted to leave. Anyone that wanted to leave, Vince does not like. Christian got the exact same treatment. Christian dared to leave WWE. How dare you leave WWE? I worry about people like John Morrison. I worry about John Morrison. How dare you walk away from WWE? How dare you quit, you quitter? That's what Kurt Angle is. He's seen as a quitter. He's a quitter. That's why they don't treat him right. He's a legend. He is one of the greatest of all time. Top 20, in my opinion, of all time. And this is how you treat him. Wow. Hurricane! Stand back! Cause a hurricane coming through. Shane Helms, Gregory Helms, whatever you want to call him. Yeah, Hurricane Helms was one of the agents. He also got released. I don't even know what he produced. He'll be okay. That's another one where I'm like, you know what? Sucks that he lost the job. He's a cool guy. He'll be able to make it work. This one hurts. Lance Storm. Lance Storm. Do you guys know that Lance Storm shut his school down? His main source of income, the wrestling school that he led, where numerous wrestlers who wrestle for WWE right now came from, Lance Storm shut his school down to come be a producer, to come work for WWE, and then he gets let go. That just seems like that's what that was. Just, you don't matter, sir. You don't. That just seems wrong. That doesn't even seem right. And look, I respect James Storm. I've always enjoyed his work. If I can be serious for a minute. Very, very underrated. I'm not sitting here and saying that he contributed a lot. He's not a Fit Finley. Fit Finley, that one I don't understand. There's one more I don't understand. We'll talk about him next. We got other producers we can talk about later, but this one I'm just blown away by. But yeah, he's one of those guys where you know he loves what he does. And you know that you can't keep him away from it. It's sad to see him lose his job. Period. Then we get to Mike Chioda. Mike effing Chioda. A referee who's been around since the 80s. Mike Chioda debuted in WWF in the 1980s. He's been around that long. Over 30 years. Over 30 years of working with WWE. And they let him go? This is where you know we're in trouble. When they let someone as loyal and as integrated into the company as Mike Chioda is, when they let him go, you know they're in some deep trouble. You know this is serious. I can't imagine how bad things have gotten to where they lose. Well, they had to let go of Mike Chioda. And maybe he's one of those guys who got furloughed. He's like someone who gets paid a lot because he's been there for a while. And they had to not pay him for now because they had to make some money. They had to save up money. So I can see them calling him back, but what crap are they in to let go of Mike Chioda? Again, EC3, Karl Anderson, Luke Gallows, and others on here, Rusev even. We understand those. Those are people who've been trying to leave for a while. Mike Chioda? That's a lifer, man. That's a lifer, and they let him go. What the hell? Oh my goodness. I see other producers here. We'll get to them later on. Some of them I don't even know about. I do want to talk about the wrestlers, so let's get back to some wrestlers. Sarah Logan, that's a given. She wasn't doing much. She was a jobber. Honestly, as much as I love her, don't be shocked if they let go of Ruby Riott next. That's another one they'll probably furlough. I wouldn't be surprised if they told her to go home as well, because let's be real, she's not getting a lot of TV time. Right? But yeah, Sarah Logan, she'll be okay. Her husband still works for WWE. I think it's okay. Erick Ivar. Which one is he? Is it Eric, the bald one from War Machine? I mean, yeah, War Machine. You know who I'm talking about. She'll be okay. Epico and Primo, I'm shocked, still had jobs up to now. I was blown away when I heard that. I was like, wait, they were still employed? So, you already know when the chips are down, they're gone. And I'm shocked it took them this long to be released. I'm not surprised. Mike Kanellis and Maria Kanellis. This one just makes me shake my head. This is one of those releases where you go, this was all a waste of time. They were gonna leave last year. They were gonna leave June 2019. And then WWE threw them some absurd amount of money and they said, we'll take it. And then within months, they wanted to leave again. They regretted their decision. Instantly regretted their decision. And then they got taken off TV. And then, I'm sorry, I didn't feel too bad about them by that point. But now it's like, oh, we'll release you now. You don't even want to be here, right? So bye. Right, when they can't go nowhere and work. Now I do feel sorry for them. Now it's like, oh, come on. Y'all, they have a child. They have children. I mean, might as well keep them on for that. Right? No? Okay. Damn. No Way Jose. The only reason I feel bad for No Way Jose being released is because, I don't know if you follow him on Twitter, but he literally had to ride on an airplane. Was it an airplane or was it some kind of some way to travel? Train, airplane, that was empty. His flights were empty. It was just him flying to Florida. That man flew to Florida Monday, right? Monday. Did he even show up on Raw? I didn't watch Raw all the way through. Did he show up? Did he have a match on Raw? So he showed up on Raw to not even be on the show. That doesn't sit right with me. Erick Rowan. Oh, my goodness. This one. The guy with the cage. This one does surprise me. Because that was... That, to me, that whole cage storyline, easily one of the worst things I've seen. That was a complete flop. But, again, you all know how Vince likes his big guys, right? He likes them big. I was thinking, all right, they'll find something to do with him. No. They let him go. He gone. Wow. So I guess he's going to go join Luke Harper in AEW? Probably. More than likely. Yeah, he'll probably do it. I don't know. Who knows what he'll do? I don't know if anybody's working right now. But yeah, that's a shocker. Erick Rowan? Ugh. I think that's everybody so far. We also have a couple of NXT talent that haven't been announced yet. The only one that got announced is Deonna Purrazzo. She'll be okay. Deonna Purrazzo, she wasn't even being used all that much. As soon as she can wrestle again, she'll go join AEW, and that is where she will flourish. She is going to be a massive boost to the AEW roster. But The fact that she's out of the job right now, it does suck, but, I saw her on Twitter. She seems to be good. I feel sorry for people like Maverick, Maverick, who didn't want to leave. She's all right. I think she realized, I was struggling. It was a struggling WWE, so, okay, I'll be all right. So, best wishes to her. And then there's this other one called Alexander Jacek. I have no idea who that is. I don't even know who that is. I'm reading news right now that we're not done. We have more NXT releases to come. Let me check Twitter real quickly before I go to the live chat. I want to be sure that no more updates have come in. I think these are all the releases for today. I have a let me see here. I have a connection with two sources. One of them being Sean Ross Sapp from Fightful.com and WrestleVotes, who so far, those two sources have been on point with everything they say. There has yet to be one source that was offbeat or not right or not correct. And when it is, they'll apologize for it. Let's see here. Nothing else so far. Nope. Nothing else. This is it. So this is all the releases for today. But there will be some tomorrow. We're going to continue this tomorrow. Guys, I don't know. Like, I'm drained. I am drained, man. I didn't watch any wrestling today. I didn't watch AEW. I didn't watch NXT. I don't feel the need to watch SmackDown. I'm not watching SmackDown on Friday. I'm not dealing with this. I can't. It doesn't feel right. It don't feel right watching wrestling right now, especially WWE. I don't feel like watching this company after all the crap that they're doing to their roster, the 3-hour, 2-hour live shows because Vince wants it, and then the underhanded bribing that goes on with politics and governments. That's so goddamn stupid and scummy and just downright low and prejudiced. And I'm sorry, this whole idea that we got a governor in Florida who's so stupid and so inept that he can be taken advantage of by the WWE. It's, man. It doesn't feel right. It doesn't fit. And like I said, all it's going to take is for one wrestler to catch it. And let me just say this right now before I go to the live chat. Someone is going to catch the virus. Period. Someone is going to catch the virus. It's going to happen. Hey, it might happen in AEW, might happen in WWE, might happen in both companies. Someone, if they continue to go live every single week, where the wrestlers have to travel, someone is going to catch the virus. And when, not if, when that happens, this whole thing will then be a media circus. The media will be all up in WWE's ass. Because when someone catches it, guess what? It's gonna spread. More people will catch it, and then we're just gonna be right back to where we started. It's gonna be a big media circus. When all they had to do, and I swear to God, if they didn't want to shut down, if they did not want to go on an off season because they had to go live to make some money, you could have at least taped the shows. At the very least, like, tape it. I don't like the fact that we're doing wrestling without a crowd, but fine, tape it. Some people will watch it when it's taped. But we couldn't even tape it. We have to go live. It doesn't feel right. And then to save up money to go live, you have to release talent. Guys, again, I most likely will be back up here.
And WWE have El Hijo del Fantasma debuting next week.
What can you do? But yeah, again, I will be back up here next week. More than likely to talk about what the hell is going on here. So, there you go. Those are all the releases so far. Hopefully I didn't miss anybody. Give me your thoughts down below. We're going to go to the live chat. Live chat, sound off. What you got to say about all this? I want to get your thoughts on all of this, man. Let's see. The Machine says, Vince deserves any repercussions from this. You know it. You damn right. Jordan Williams, they might release Kevin Owens. Actually, I didn't talk about people they might release. Let me pull up this list of people that I could see being let go. I don't like speculating of who's going to be released. I don't think that's the right way to go about it. But I do. Here's what I'm not going to read it off, but I am going to look and see who's on the list real quickly, and maybe give my thoughts on that. So here's the thing: there are a lot of rumored people who are supposedly going to be released very soon. One of them being Kairi Sane, another one being Lana, because her husband goes, she has to go too. The Iconics, Shelton Benjamin. Check this out, Titus O'Neil. Yeah, Bo Dallas, Curtis Axel, Dana Brooke, Grand Metalik, Kalisto, Lars Sullivan. Oh, I'm shocked he wasn't gone yet. This one hurts. Mickey James. Oh, Mickey. Not Mickey James. Chad Gable. Almost hit the other one. Chad Gable. Robert Roode. Wow. So, these are just names that don't get a lot of TV time. Nakamura is not on this list. I see people saying Nakamura. I don't see it happening. The only Japanese name I see on here is Kairi Sane. That's it. That was gonna suck. That was gonna suck if it actually happens. But those are rumored. Those aren't confirmed yet. So be ready. Be ready for that. Let's see. Swag fan. Some may work for the indies for a while. Alright, I mean, they can do that once they're released. And when they're working, they might not want to go back, even when WWE calls them back. Aaron Sherwood, Mickey is still here? She sure is. I was actually hoping she would be a producer. She helped produce the Royal Rumble this year. Yeah, she helped produce the Women's Royal Rumble. So maybe that's just something she wanted to do. Maybe she'll stay on and take the spot of Finley. That would be nice. The Fire Zontos. This whole thing is a show. Yes. This is just too stubborn to temporarily pull a plug. He's not going to do anything. He can't. He's not jobbing. He ain't jobbing to Corona. He ain't jobbing to it. Aaron Thomas says Cesaro, Kushida, Ember Moon. Ooh, Ember Moon. I didn't think about her. Elias? Nah. Senara Conti? That was big. Aaliyah? Oh, man. I didn't think about Aaliyah or Vanessa Bourne. I didn't think about those two. They might be gone too. Dang. Oh, Aaliyah. That's my girl. She gonna get released. Cesaro's not going nowhere. I seriously doubt that.
And I can feel it coming in the air tonight. Oh Lord. Well, I've been waiting for this moment for all my life. Oh Lord.
And this happens a day after you debut your story video and how you were released from WWE. Due to changes in WWE. Ironic that this news afterwards.
Oh, my boys. By the way, check that video out. Thank you for mentioning it. It was quite the experience. So check out my video where I detail how I worked for WWE and got released. But yeah, I don't see them getting rid of Cesaro. Ember Moon would hurt. No, isn't she hurt? No pun intended, but isn't she already hurt? So you're gonna release her while she's hurt? That doesn't seem right. That seems very scummy. It seems very, 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 very scummy. Scummy. But that's just how I see it. Let's see. Malik Kels, just us. Okay, let's not do that, guys. Let's not joke around who got released. Vince was released from WWE. Let's not joke around. Let's not play around like that. Let's not play around. Oh, she got released. Sasha Banks got released. Stop. Don't do that. That's not funny. Not right now. It's not funny. They better not fire Cesaro. You never know, man. Like I said, when times like these hit, you really know who matters most to the company. You know what I mean? And it does suck that you can't pay all these talent all this money, but Brock Lesnar still gets to make $10 million a year. It's Brock's money. It's Brock's money. But I don't know. It seems pretty wrong. Chelsea Green ain't going nowhere. Brett says Vinnie Mac spends the money on big draws like Kane Velasquez and Rob and Fury. Rob Gronk. Sadly. Firestar Heart. CM Punk won't make a comeback unless there's fans around. He ain't coming back, period. But you're right. If he was to come back, he ain't waiting until there's a crowd, as he should. Prince Rockstar, but WWE releases people every year. Not this amount. Listen, they don't release this amount of people in one day. I have never ever seen these many people get released during a period of time where people aren't working. God damn, man. It's sad. I'm not trying to disrespect you, Prince Rockstar, by the way, but I don't like it when people just make that excuse. Oh, people get released every year. No, this is not one of those cases. And the reason why they got released is because WWE knows they can't go work nowhere. That's why it's screwed up. BW Rosa says, we need to put Vince in a straitjacket. Yeah, he might need to find one and get cozy with it, because some of his decisions lately have been, oh my goodness. Notorious MMA, I heard that Will Ospreay wants to fight CM Punk, but not in WWE. Hey, you gotta pay him.
You the man, Alyx.
Thank you, Gino. Thank you so much. Hey, you want CM Punk to fight? You gotta pay him. Everyone's got a price. He comes with a price. You want him back, he'll come, but you gotta pay him. Jordan Williams, as if Tyson Fury needs $15 million. Crazy, man. Let's see here. Joseph, I have seen when a lot of people get released when the WWE went down. Oh my goodness, that's not the same. A lot of the wrestlers who got released from WWE ended up, a lot of the wrestlers who got released from WCW ended up in WWF. It's not the same. That is not. I love you guys so much. I do. I love you, but Jesus. When they left WCW, they had a place to go. These guys don't have anywhere to work right now because they can't work. That's why it's sad. Back to it. Joseph, I'll say it again. When it's WWE, better to have fantasy matches in video game land. Wow. We got some new people coming in here. I like it.
The last time something like this occurred was 2005.
I don't remember that many people being released in 2005. 90% of the time. Also, I hope everybody is going to be okay, and I believe they will be. But this is why. Oh. That went by real fast. Let me pull that one up because I was in the middle of reading that. I had to read faster. That's on me. Sorry about that. Okay. Let me catch it. Oh man. Sorry, 98% of the time. That's what happens when we got a big crowd tonight. Thank y'all for joining me, by the way. I'm happy to have you all here. It's like close to 300 people here. Okay. 98% of the time. Also, I hope everybody is doing okay. It's going to be okay. And I believe they will. But this is why you don't have 300 wrestlers and 100 don't do anything. Yeah, they hoarded talent for such a long time. And then when it comes down to nut cutting, they had to let them go. That's what you get for hoarding talent. Firestar Heart. This was an energy. Oh my goodness. This was an energy draining kind of day. Tell me about it. Yes, it was. Juan Lopez. Oh, almost forgot. Charlotte, Alexa, Natty, Nia Jax aren't getting released either. There's no way they're gonna let go of Charlotte. Guys, come on. If they're on TV all the time, they're not gonna be let go. Think about the ones who aren't on TV, like Shelton Benjamin. Yeah, he's probably next. Lorenzo, if WWE started a union, Seth would curb stomp it so quickly. You assume he would. Samuel says Ricochet will be released. I wouldn't be surprised. I don't think he will, but that's not out of the realm of possibility. Bradley Xavier, Samoa Joe is injured. Oh, God, I didn't think about Samoa Joe being injury prone. That's true. Injury prone. WWE, they don't like to see value in... Okay. So, here's the thing. You have a point there, Bradley Xavier, but I don't see them releasing Samoa Joe because they know if he gets released, he'll go to AEW. You know that. They will pick him up and find a way to use him. Jordan Williams, they're not letting go of Nia Jax and Alexa. I agree. There you go. Period. Done. Nathaniel, the Drake Maverick Twitter video hit me the most, and I literally teared up when I heard Zack Ryder got released. Yeah, because he did his best. He did so much for the company, and they treated him like crap. True Fire 901, Mojo Rawley. I usually would say yes, but since he's friends with Gronk, he ain't going nowhere. Gronk saved his career. Jonathan FTW, if WWE didn't waste their money on... Okay. My boy Gino donated some more.
Lio Rush could do music. He has music videos on YouTube.
He'll be alright. I think Lio Rush, like I said, will be good. He'll land on his feet when he gets to wrestle again. JoJo, I feel bad. I have a bad feeling. Excuse me. I have a bad feeling Roman Reigns is getting released. They're not going to release. There's no way in hell. Let me tell y'all something. The day they release Roman Reigns is the day I quit doing YouTube. That is how confident I am in them releasing Roman Reigns. They ain't releasing Roman Reigns. He will quit WWE before they release him. I'm serious about that. Do you think Rude is next? Probably. Sadly enough. What about Casey Catanzaro? Oh, Casey! Oh, she might be next, too. They don't use her a lot. And just because she's girlfriends to Ricochet don't mean nothing. That's actually worse. He don't like, as Vince, he don't like Ricochet right now. He don't like him. Just imagine if they release Bray Wyatt. Psych! And let him go to AEW. He's one of the best things they got carrying SmackDown right now. They ain't letting him go. Sally Strowman will be the only YFW member to stay in WWE. Yeah, and Strowman needs to apologize. He needs to go ahead and come out and apologize because all these wrestlers who are being let go, who don't have ways to make money, guess what they're gonna have to rely on? Donations. Yeah. Open your stupid freaking mouth. And this is what you get, Strowman. Hell, man. God damn, I get so angry with these people. AJ Styles will be upset without his two original club members now. It's just Adam Cole, Finn Balor left. It's done. The club is done. It's just AJ. And honestly, it should just stay AJ. It was good just being AJ to begin with. I like it just being AJ, honestly. Let's do a couple more, then I'm going to get out of here, y'all. Tamina Snuka. Yeah, she's on her way out. She's definitely on her way out. Lars Sullivan, for sure. I'm shocked he hasn't been released already, but he'll get released. Let's see. Spartacus. I can't speak English. Lesnar gonna get released. He going nowhere. Y'all just saying names now. Y'all just saying names. It's really insane the NXT roster will be getting these calls after probably working tonight. Yep. Like Drake Maverick got it before he even worked. They need to release Bruce Pritchard. Sure. Jonathan FTW, I hate the WWE wastes money on signing guys like Velasquez and Fury for limited appearances. The same applies to Lesnar and Goldberg. It's stupid. Yes, it is. Jeff Hardy, his contract expires in September. They're going to hold on to him. And the WWE Universe has requested their release. Alright. Mustafa Ali will get released. No, he won't. I don't think he will. I think he's going to actually have hopefully a good career on TV. Be fearful of Chad Gable. That one might lose his job. R-Truth, I heard as a rumor, might be released. He better not be. That's another one where I'm like, for real, no. Don't you dare release R-Truth. Alright, let's do one more. Who's it gonna be? Who's getting the last one? Who's getting the last one? The last one. Mustafa Ali is the hacker guy, right? Yes, he's the hacker guy. They're doing a hacker gimmick. Oh, we're getting a super chat. Alright, I guess the super chat's gonna be the last one. And then we'll get out of here. Whenever that hits, and then we'll be gone. Oh yeah. Alright. Yes, sir. Alright. Shelton Benjamin getting released probably, and that will hurt. Yes. Yes, it will. It will hurt. Money Gang Bang. Money Gang Benji. Excuse me, not Gang. Just joining in.
And I can feel it drumming in the air tonight. Oh Lord. Well, I've been waiting for this moment for all my life. Oh Lord.
After watching last night's Dark Side of the Ring on Snuka, Vince has a history of doing under-the-table tactics to save his company.
I think that is a great way to close off this podcast. Thank you all for joining me. I appreciate you for making me a part of your day. Thank you for all the donations. Thank you for all tuning in to give me your thoughts. So here's what we're going to do. I want to get your thoughts in the comments now. So if you join me live, I got 269 people live right now. When this is over, down below in the comments, give me your thoughts on the people released. Which one hurt you the most? Which one are you going to miss? Also, give me your thoughts on WWE being claimed essential. Being deemed essential. Is it essential? Because I don't think it's essential. It's not essential service to me. But WWE apparently is essential media. So give me your thoughts about that down below. Other than that, guys, thank you for watching. I'm going to get out of here. I'm tired. I'm drained. I might turn on AEW when this is done. No, I got to watch that, I haven't seen the Snuka Dark Side of the Ring episode yet. I'll watch that first, and then I'll watch AEW. Anyways, thank you for watching. This is Alyx, just Alyx signing off. Pray it doesn't get worse. It is, but let's just hope it doesn't get any worse than this. Because I might be back up here tomorrow, talking about the same thing. Let's hope it doesn't get... Let's just hope it's not as worse as it is today. Take care of yourselves. I'm out. Peace.